Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I expand and contract and evolve my way through my personal evolution revolution. And here we are in our second evolution revolution day of Sun in Capricorn. It's not going to happen till the second part of the day, but I think we're going to be feeling it. So, interesting Astro, but the songs that came with the Astro are just perfect. So, we have Mars finishing up today in Sagittarius, and when I looked at the chart, the Beastie Boys' Sabotage started playing in my head, and it's more like the scream at the beginning of Sabotage. That's what started going. And alternately, I also got, which is part of the other Astro, the hills are alive with the sound of music. So just imagine literally both of them playing at the same time. This is why I'm a Gemini rising, because I can be like, okay, the hills are alive with Sabotage. All right, we got it. So we have our second Evolution Revolution Day. For those of you who are new, these are days where we've got some strong Uranus energy. This is based on degrees. And this Uranus energy can tend to trigger us. It's meant to evolve us, but it can be a challenge as we have to face that trigger, whatever it may be. So we have that Evolution Revolution energy. Then we have Mars at 29 Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is a fire sign, and Mars is a fiery energy. Our frustrations are going to be just under the surface. Like if you touch the surface, you are going to feel the frustrations. So Uranus being like, poke, poke, is just going to set that off. Now, the third thing, which is where we have the hills alive with the sound of music, we actually have Venus and Jupiter in an inconjunct today. So this is where they're like, really not knowing exactly how to work with each other. It's actually forming a fast-moving yod as the moon in the Libra also feeds in. That'll be early in the morning hours, but we'll have to dig into a little bit of that as well with this energy. But what this feels like on the trigger level is the joy of the holidays is dwindling, right? And the reality of the bills coming in is here. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Now, technically, Venus rules the sign of Taurus, and Jupiter rules the sign of Sagittarius. So there's actually a lot of in-syncness that is happening in this. While most inconjuncts are like, we don't really know how to work together. Like, wait, we know our way through this. What I love is that the yod is pointing at Jupiter and Taurus. So while you can be like, the bills are coming, blah, 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 you can get excited about, you can feel joyful, you can feel grateful for your holiday experience, that you had the abundant feeling to purchase these energies. Or if it's, things coming in, that you are an abundant being that knows how to utilize your gifts in service to the world to bring in financials. Now, what I love is that this connection's at 5 degrees. It is mental. So you can let yourself spiral, but you don't have to in this energy. You can feel the joy of the hills alive with the sound of music. It's gonna be up to you how you utilize this, how you look at things. Today may be one of those days where you put on the rose-colored glasses, and you're like, okay, I can see it through this way. You take them off, and you're like, oh, okay, this. Put them back on, take them off. Let that perspective help. Both these energies can be quite abundant in and of themselves. It's just they're not sure how to make it work together. And that's why we want to put them on, put them off, put them on, put them off, because we can find our way there. Now, that yod piece may be where there may be some consciousness or some unconscious feelings, emotions, potentially even family stuff coming in and through that taint your glasses, so to speak. The moon can represent the psyche, the unconscious. And so as it's feeding into this yod, there may be some unconscious lack feelings or just patterns that are coming up when the truth is, you got this. You can pay this thing. Or whatever it may be. It may not be payment. It may be about making money. It may be about, this year ahead, making money for it. It may be the things that the world is throwing at us, trying to make us feel one way or the other. But there's more than enough love in the world for all of us. Again, I'm going to say this if you're new. I've been saying this for a really long time at the end of the scope, because I think that one of our biggest causes of lack of peace in the world is feeling that there's not enough. So whether it's not enough oceanfront property, or not enough food, or not enough money, or not enough people to love you, or whatever the not enough is, so much fighting and war comes from that. And so remembering the truth of the abundance on this planet, I believe that all the land on this planet is holy land. I know we are living on holy land here in Arkansas. Who would have thunk it? Me? Not me, a few years ago, right? And here we are, and I love it, and it's beautiful, and you can feel it. There's more than enough love. Remember that. That is a core belief that can shift abundance. Now, it may take your 3D life a little bit of time to catch up with feeling abundance. Trust me, as a Sagittarius, the last how many years with Pluto going through my second house, I have experienced the roller coaster of abundance. And this is where I've come to in the greatest empowerment of abundance for me. So there's more than enough. Can you believe that? And can you see the evidence of it? And can you allow that evidence of it to creep into your life and serve you? I know you can. So a lot of that is happening in the really early morning hours. And then we have the sun and the moon clashing a little bit later. So we have, it'll probably be when we're hitting that 13-degree trigger energy. We have sun in Capricorn, very practical, pragmatic, and we have the moon in Libra, which is like trying to please everybody and trying to do the dance of like, I believe that I'm abundant, but oh my God, this practicality that I have to face. To me, this square, I just heard, how does it go exactly? I am realistic. I believe in miracles. Kind of energy. Again, put on the glasses, take off the glasses. There's room for both. It's necessary for both. Both will help you in your flow with this energy. That being said, you may feel a little cranky at times, and that is going to be where you need to soothe yourself, tend to yourself, find that balance in yourself. Now, we've got some really strong mental cards. We've got the control card. We had that the other day. You get to decide where your mind goes. Did you just hear the doorbell? You get to decide. The universe is like, ding dong, hello. Universe, or Joe playing Universe in the other room. Thank you, Universe Joe. We actually have the King and the Queen. So speaking about balance, morality, watch for the shouldiness. Is the shouldiness you're doing, or is it shouldiness from outside of yourself that you get to shift, to find your own flow, to find what your responsibility is, what's aligned with your soul integrity. And this can't compare anybody else's. Everybody's got to do their own thing. Everybody's got to be in their own flow. And that's fair. And that's good, right? Final card, exhaustion. And that might be part of all of this too. Like, oh, I got to look at all. I got to do all these things. Here we are going back to work, blah, blah, blah. I'm just exhausted. What are you carrying that's still so heavy? Including the shoulds of others. Stop carrying the shoulddiness of others, right? What do you need to put down? But again, where can you rest? Where can you establish that peace, that balance within yourself? That is uber important. So watch for that Mars 29 Sagittarius fire sabotage. Listen to the song and like get it out. And then dance to the hills are alive with the sound of music. Open up your arms and embrace nature. So that's it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. We live in a very abundant place. The better it gets, the better it gets. Did I say that already? You have the power. And remember who you are. Namaste.